Well, hello there. Welcome to Ranting Spider-Man's little office. I got extra time to kill as I'm waiting for this pre-workout to sit in. There's that extreme energy. It tastes like absolute ass, but it gives you a good pump, so whatever. Get that chest going nice and big. Maybe lose the gut too. I'm starting to get a gut after all of these years. So I haven't made a video in a while, mostly because I'm busy. YouTube is never and will never be my full-time thing, and I've just been kind of, getting interrupted by life. I do have a video coming out relatively soon, whenever I can get around to it, about the Nintendo Switch, but I decided I have free time. I can do a little vlog. So let me get this the fuck out of frame. Go, get out of here, you. But yeah, we do a little vlog. I don't even know what the fucking term is about. News that came out today regarding the SNES Classic. That's gonna be a thing now. Little miniature Super Nintendo with a bunch of preloaded games. I got the list of games. Let's see. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but just name a few that would be interesting. Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, which is actually 6. I don't know why they're still calling it 3 at this point, because everybody knows it's actually 6. F-Zero, Kirby Superstar, Contra 3, Donkey Kong Country, Secret of Mana, Mega Man X, Star Fox, and here's another one that's important, Star Fox 2, first ever Nintendo official release, Super Castlevania, Super Mario Kart, Super Metroid, Super Mario World, Punch-Out, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario RPG, a lot of great classic games. No Chrono Trigger though, which is a little depressing, but whatever. But yeah, great convenient little item. But don't buy it. Don't try to get it. Do not, because it's gonna be, on top of it being a fucking nightmare. Okay, let me give backstory for those who aren't aware of what happened with the NES Classic, the one that came out before this. Basically, Nintendo did their usual short stocking bullshit where they only released a fucking couple of the consoles, and guess what? It got picked up by scalpers and price gouged on Craigslist, eBay, Amazon for exorbitant prices. Fucking, the thing was $60, and people were selling it online for $200+, and there are idiots out there who actually went and bought it, which is fucking stupid. Okay, now I understand why casuals would want something like this. Casual gamers would want something like this because it's cheap, it's quick, it gives them their old school fix without having to go out and get a Nintendo and get all those games, because every Nintendo console is just the Nintendo to them because they're just casual gamers. But collectors, we shouldn't waste our time with this fucking thing, because chances are we already have a good amount of these games, and if we don't, I think some of us know how to use an emulator at this point, and Super Nintendo emulation has been a thing for fucking years, and it's incredibly easy to do. Why the fuck waste money on this $80 emulation box? And if you want it just because it's a cool little collector's piece, that would be fine. And I would be totally okay with people wanting to buy it just because it's a Nintendo flashback sort of console, whatever. If it didn't have that Nintendo bullshit attached to it, which is them releasing it in such limited quantities, because that just fucks everybody over. And what I really hated what they did with the NES Classic, that they might redo again, is that the NES Classic, okay, yeah, it's sold out instantly, like Amiibos, like the Switch, because that's how Nintendo likes to do business, apparently. Hey, what's the best way to sell something? What if we don't sell it? Great idea. I don't understand how that shit happened, what the logic is in that, but so they fucking put out the NES Classic. It sells out instantly. It doesn't get restocked except for like a few sparse re-releases. Like a Target apparently got like another 3 like 2 months later. But what pissed me off about the NES Classic most of all is Nintendo not so much not selling enough units or whatever initially, was them discontinuing it with the demand building. That was the stupidest fucking thing, because the thing was selling like hotcakes. People wanted it, and it cost them nothing to make. It's a little emulation box. It costs fucking nothing to make that thing, and people who wanted it, they got screwed because it either ended up with price gougers or people who just camped out or whatever. And some of us got fucking jobs, some of us got shit to do, and I didn't even know about the NES Classic being this huge thing. I had no idea. I didn't really care. I have an NES. I have a bunch of games. I didn't give a shit. And I have emulators and all that stuff. I mean, obviously I prefer physical media. Nothing ever beats that. But this isn't physical media. This is a flashback. This is a Raspberry Pi. It's just an emulation machine. So I didn't really care. I had no idea it was going to turn into this explosive thing. And you know what? That's good for casuals to get something like that, because it leaves collectors alone. We don't have to worry about some casual guy buying a copy of fucking, I don't know, Mega Man 2 or something. Let the gamers go after the cartridges and let the casuals enjoy their little emulation box. That's fine, but by discontinuing the NES Classic, which cost them nothing to produce, and short stocking it, all they did with that whole thing was piss off their fan base. All they did was piss off their consumers, which is so fucking stupid. Why? I don't understand why they would do that, because okay, I understand short stocking it in a sense, building up, get the fuck out of here, Fly, but building up demand, okay, whatever, build up demand, create false demand, whatever, that's one thing. But to discontinue something that is costing you nothing is ridiculous. It was selling so good, and right now Nintendo needs all the money they can get. Not because, like, you know, they're in a really bad spot, but, you know, the Wii U underperformed. As much as I like the Wii U, it underperformed. It didn't do good. And the 3DS, you know, it's still doing good, but the 3DS is 6 years old at this point. It's not going to last forever. I don't know if the Switch is going to be the all-encompassing one, or if they're going to make a Switch Mini or whatever. That's a whole other video. But just with the SNES Classic now we're doing this. Collectors, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, because all you're going to do is create this fake demand. All you're going to do is give into... You're gonna help people give into scalpers. You're gonna just be part of that group of people that got fucked over by Nintendo if you try to get this and you don't. It's a waste of time. And just go after cartridges. Do emulation. Don't waste your time on this box. Ordinarily, I would say yes, but given what happened with the NES Classic and how everybody got fucked from that, I don't recommend getting this. I do not. Get the Switch. Get the Switch. The Switch is a great console. I have it. I love it. A lot of good things on it. Don't bother with the SNES Classic after what Nintendo did with the NES Classic. If the SNES Classic is actually on the shelves, they don't fucking short stock it or whatever, then fine. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. But if you're a collector and they shortchange us again, don't waste your time. Fucking use your $80, because $80 now is even more expensive than the NES Classic. Use your $80 and go fucking make a Raspberry Pi or something. Get something cheaper. You can get a much better, much cheaper emulator. Just don't bother. I mean, it's cool that Star Fox 2 is getting its first official Nintendo release. That's cool. But that game's been online, translated, and released for years. What is the point? So, that is the ranting Spider-Man's opinion. Yeah, I haven't made a video in a while. Last one's Rain Over Me. Next one's Nintendo Switch, as I think I said that in the beginning of this. And I don't know when the next one's going to come out. Like I said, this isn't my full-time thing. I do this strictly for fun. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll probably give some kind of update or something. I am thinking about doing a video soon in regards to what else I've been doing over the past month or so. Has been learning Japanese. Maybe I could do a video about learning Japanese or stuff like that. But whatever. Nintendo Switch video will be out soon, and I recommend you check it out because I have suggestions at the end of cool things they could do with the Switch to make it more successful. Maybe put it on the shelves. That's a good one. But okay, all right, well, that's the whole thing. So. Thank you for watching, I guess, this cell phone style vlog video, and I think it's been long enough that my pre-workout is kicking in and I'm ready to arm wrestle a gorilla. So, thank you guys. I'm going to turn this shit off now.